Hi guys. So just some thoughts. After watching the video on social and emotional learning, um, I just feel like it is so important, and the video was very helpful because I feel like nowadays school is hard for children, no matter what age. School is difficult. There are, you know, a lot of things that kids go through, and sometimes a lot of emotions that they aren't able to process and they don't know how to process, and that is because they either weren't taught or were told, you know, not to have those feelings and emotions and not to be able to process them and everything. So I feel like the video is just like a great breakdown of what really happens and then like what could happen during social and emotional learning. I feel like just like the caregiver and the parent's big role is definitely having grace and being patient. And when parents get in a situation or they feel a certain way and they feel a certain emotion, I feel like it's the parent's job to really break that down, and especially in front of their child, to model, like be the role model for their kid, and you know, talk to them about it, like, or talk to your child. I'm feeling this way. This is what I'm gonna do. Putting yourself in someone else's shoes, saying what would they think if I did this, or what would they think if I did that. I really think that parents do play a big role, especially at home, because the child is at home. I mean, they're at school for the most part, but the child does spend a good amount of time at home, and their role models at home are their parents. So if the parents and the teachers could be on the same page with that, with SEL, I feel like it would benefit our students a lot. What resonated with me was definitely, I wrote down a couple notes. Probably just the part where it's like the self-awareness in that whole video, because growing up I was definitely not very self-aware. I was very self-manageable and like could figure things out for myself, but more self-aware of my feelings and emotions. Like, I didn't know why I was feeling this way, and I was like, am I supposed to be crying right now? Am I allowed to be crying? Just a lot of back and forth emotions. So in that video, it was really cool to see like the parents taking time to process those emotions and feel them, and then also the teachers. So like, if I went back, my parents were doing it and my teachers were doing it, it'd be easier for me to grasp on when I was younger. I feel like the school's role is really important because the amount of time that the children spend at school is huge. And I mean, I looked up to all my teachers and I literally adored every single one of my teachers. To this day, I still think about them. I could still name every single one of their names. Yeah, I feel like a teacher is just kind of like the child's superhero. And I mean, superheroes, they have emotions, they go through things, but the way they deal with it and then the way they grasp certain things, that's what the child really kind of grabs onto. When we, in a school as a teacher, when we have a feeling or have an emotion or we have a conflict that we have to, you know, get through, the way we break that down and the way we are patient and we are aware of our emotions and we are self-manageable and we model well, that is what the student is gonna take back with them. I think as a school, just being their superhero, being a very good, transparent superhero with them. Community wise, I feel that everyone in the community needs to work together. Everyone needs to be on the same page. You also want your child in a community where they're going to be loved and their feelings are going to be reciprocated and they're able to be transparent. So having having parents that understand SEL and take the time to go through it and sit down with their kids and pay attention to their kids' feelings and emotions. And then when the child goes to school, they're getting the same thing reciprocated. It's the community working together in a whole. And I feel like that is what really can make a child excel and can let a child know that like you're literally not alone. I had an insight on SEL before I really watched this video, just little snippets of it. I've heard about it, but this video really broke it down to everything, it just made everything, it just made things more clear. It made me feel and like realize, okay, I do have a big role in these children's lives. I am looked up to. I am a huge role model. So what I do matters, and like what I say do matters, what I think, how I reciprocate things, how I handle things, those all matter. So just parents at home being good role models, and then the teachers in the school being the transparent superheroes, and the community coming together to let your child be transparent and feel those things, work out those things. I feel like some things I made between this video and my own experiences is definitely, especially substituting. The kids that I substitute, when they would get into a conflict, I would sit them down and be like, okay, how would it make you feel if I'm talking to so-and-so, how would it make you feel if you were in Jeremy's shoes? How would it make you feel if you were in their shoes? Just try to flip-flop the story so they can really feel those emotions and feel where the other person may be coming from. That was my favorite part of the video, is just asking children more questions rather than giving them advice. But yeah, I really like this video and I enjoyed this assignment.